Hi, my name is Ken, and this is day 3 of Absolute Tabletop's My 30-Day World Challenge. Each day, myself and other creators will be sharing with all of you something new and interesting about the custom homebrew RPG fantasy worlds that we have created. Um, today's question that we're answering is, what is the most nefarious, evil, biggest, baddest villain uh, of our fantasy world? And so for mine, the big bad villain is a gentleman known as the Shepherd of the Dead. This guy is he is kind of like a Lich King on steroids. Uh, he was once a normal mortal being back in the early days of civilization, when the gods had first gifted life to elves and dwarves and man, and given us magic and all that sort of stuff. He's from way back in the day, like the first, second realm of the fantasy world. And somehow he had become corrupted. Uh, no one knows. He himself may not even know what his original race or name was, or why he chose to become this half-dead, demigod-like creation. But here he is now. He has worked for various evil and chaotic, dire gods. He doesn't really swear loyalty to any one of them in particular. Kind of does his own thing, but is more than willing to push their agenda if it also, pushes his ahead. He commands hordes of undead creatures and has the loyalty of most, if not all, of the kind of denizens of the dark. The orcs, the drydards, the dark elves, trolls, evil dragons, all those sort of dark fantasy creatures, and even some of land sharks and wargs and that sort of thing. His army has managed to wrangle them up to tame them, put them to use for their dark deeds. And in the fantasy world he comes from, through his cunning manipulation and his massive army, he has managed to defeat the heroes of that realm and conquer it. His realm is a realm of darkness, and now he has breached the gap to our modern world and is seeking to take control of it. That's kind of his whole deal. Not a lot, if anything, is known about him currently by my players or the NPCs of the world. He works through a lot of intermediaries, so he'll send a orc general out to go lead the invasion of Seattle, or he will put in charge a Lich King to go and assault the Middle East, while he stays in the fantasy realm that he's already created. Kind of Star Wars the Emperor, dark behind the scenes sort of guy. But if you do engage him in combat, if you manage to duel him in person, not someone you want to trifle with. He's very I was going for more of like the Killing Joke style Joker. He's kind of bored, he's beaten everything. He's sarcastic. He'll play with his victims. He doesn't take it super seriously anymore. He it's not that he expects to win, it's he knows he's going to win because he's never lost. Which, you would think makes him overconfident, but the reason he's never lost is because he is so cold and calculating. The fantasy world he's from has gone through 5 ages, and he came about somewhere in between the second and the first age, and by the end of the 5th age, he had conquered all of it. He's been around for an extremely long time, and he's the big bad leading the invasion force from behind the scenes into our modern world, the Shepherd of the Dead, and that's the big bad for my villain. That's the big bad for my game, Shepherd of the Dead. I hope you guys found it interesting. I will have some information specifically on him and on one of his top generals. I'm gonna have some information on the 2 of them in the Google Doc pretty soon. So check out the link for that below, and as well as the links for Absolute Tabletop's Kickstarter for their Dragongrin book. And hope you guys have a good day. Thanks for checking everything out.